Yu Sanyan was once the youngest champion in a national archery competition and a promising talent who saw his dreams shattered by a tragic accident that left him unable to use a bow anymore. Now, as a fallen prodigy, he faces yet another hurdle as he is fired from the company he joined to make a living. He began impersonating albums and embarked on a new path as a game courier. You've chosen the bow. Will the boss be defeated with just one strike? Once again, his unique talent shone through. At 28, after graduating high school and specializing in archery, he returned as a streaming genius and started an exciting, rebellious journey. Let's follow this exciting journey of his. The story begins on a beautiful day at an archery competition. The announcer called out, "It's time for the third shot. Only one arrow left." We are witnessing the youngest contestant of the tournament, player Yu Sanyan. All of his shots have hit the bullseye, scoring 10 points each. Let's see if his final arrow can make a statement. Sanyan took a deep breath and drew his bow. His face focused. As he released the string, the arrow sped toward the target. And as expected, it hit the bullseye, another perfect 10 points. The audience erupted in cheers. Right on target, the arrow pierced straight through the center of the camera lens. Beautifully. People rushed over to celebrate with him. He was truly a God-gifted talent. Today, we witnessed the youngest champion of the national tournament. Time passed, and we are brought to the present. Sunyan's boss slapped a stack of documents in his face, yelling, "Kid, where the hell is your mind wandering off to?" Sunyan, looking apologetic, said, "I'm sorry." The grumpy boss, resting his chin on his hand, snapped, "Redo it. What kind of lousy documents are these?" Sunyan hurriedly picked up the stack. "Yes, sir." As he gathered the papers, his hands trembled slightly. The boss sighed as he turned away. "What am I supposed to do with this rookie that Nebo hired? Where am I supposed to use those skills and those hands?" Hearing this, Sanyan could only remain silent. He left the room, sighing. Enduring the day like this is already good enough. Not long after, he went home. Sanyan recalled the past, the glory he once had, and felt a pang of sadness. 15 years. 15 years ago, all I knew was archery. But pursuing this sport is costly. I lived alone with my grandmother, so I had no choice but to seek a scholarship. That's why I practiced hard every single day. Day after day, I shot arrows, again and again, trying to become excellent in all aspects. How amazing would it be to be good at everything? But my talent was just archery. I believed in fate, that I would have a bright future. But then that tragic accident took everything away. If it weren't for my coach introducing me to this company, I might have been jobless forever. Enough with reminiscing about the past. Let's watch some game streams. Most of them were streaming a game called Full Deep. It's been quite popular lately. Full Deep is a game that makes you feel like you're stepping into its world. The current method for this indirect experience is through a device known as the player's chamber. This is the most common approach right now, but getting one would cost a fortune. For someone with a meager salary like mine, how could I even dream of it? I should just be grateful to watch these online. A subscriber donated 100 won to a streamer, challenging him to kill a wild boar with a bow in 15 minutes. The streamer enthusiastically responded, "Everyone, I will 100% kill it. Thanks for the 100 won. But despite his confidence, he missed 3 arrows in a row. The comments exploded with teasing. 100 won? Keep dreaming. What a noob. How could he miss 3 shots? One user, Candy, donated 500 won and said, "Why choose the bow if you can't even use it?" The streamer, feeling bitter, snapped, "Shut up. I picked it because I thought anything was possible in this game. The equipment was just lagging a bit." Sanyan, watching all of this, thought, "Everything is possible in this game. It would be a lie to say I'm not envious of them. Despite any flaws, there are still many people, including myself, who like him. Back then, I sacrificed everything to try to be recognized by everyone. I should get some sleep." The next day, after getting ready, he headed to work again. Sang Yun's boss said, "We are rebuilding the company. They said if you leave quietly, they will provide you with benefits. If not, and you get laid off during the restructuring, you won't get anything." Sang Yun replied, "I will resign." His boss asked, "Really?" Sang Yun answered, "Yes." The boss continued, "If you leave, you will receive severance pay. That's a good deal, right?" His boss added, You're decisive. If you've made up your mind, then let's finish it today. Don't be too sad about it. You got hired because of connections anyway. The people here have worked really hard. After graduation, they learned new skills to improve their resumes. Some even studied abroad, because just learning English wasn't enough. We didn't have many options. So you, Sang Yun replied quietly. I understand. After that, he went home, feeling heavy-hearted. 15 years ago, he was the youngest national champion. But now, as a recent BA graduate, with no substantial experience on his resume, he thought, I can't go back to those days anymore. What should I do now? Sang Yun suddenly remembered what a streamer once said. Everything is possible in this game. If everything can be done in this game, then shooting arrows like I did in the past should be possible too. Right? And if I do that on stream for others to see, wouldn't that make me famous? The streamers I watched weren't even that good at gaming, but they still had a lot of viewers. Compared to those streamers, I wonder how many of them actually have real skills in gaming. It turns out there are more skilled streamers than I thought. And it seems that others are proving their skills through streaming. There are also those who want to improve their skills by watching. Streaming is like the world of sports. In reality, there are too many variables, countless factors I can't predict. But here, it's like the life I dreamed of as a kid. A life where I devote myself fully through my skills. A journey of gradual leveling up, a simple yet fair world. Maybe even me. The next morning, he decided to buy a player pod. Are you really going to spend all your money on gaming? A friend asked in shock. Aren't you crazy? You've never played games before, right? Do you remember why you gave up archery? Yet, you're planning to buy a player pod? Are you good at games? Sang Yun replied, Don't worry, I'll do well. I'm serious. The friend, wearing glasses, snapped, How can you know without trying? Stop talking nonsense and face reality. Hearing those words, Sang Yun remembered Ju Hyuk, the only colleague he confided in at his old company. In a place where there was no one he could trust, Ju Hyuk was the only one he could talk to. Ju Hyuk had a completely different life from his. He was the epitome of excellence, raised in a wealthy family, and succeeded steadily down a stable path. So, whenever he talked to Ju Hyuk, he felt like things were getting sorted out. Did you hear what I said? Ju Hyuk said, Listen, you should go have some fun in Gongwon instead. Sang Yun answered, I'm not good at games. How much is that player pod? Ju Hyuk asked. 4 won. Sang Yun replied. Ju Hyuk looked puzzled. Just the machine alone costs 4 won? And there are also extra equipment costs. Your electricity bill will increase too. Sang Yun asked. Do I need anything else besides the 4 won machine? Of course. Ju Hyuk replied. Do you think you only need a 4 won machine? Sang Yun's face darkened. So, it might cost up to 40.000.000 won? Even if you have a car worth millions, you still need money to operate it. Ju Hyuk said. It can't be like this. Wait here until I get off work. Later, after Ju Hyuk finished work, he took Sang Yun to a place. Is this a room where you can rent player pods? Sang Yun asked. Following Ju Hyuk, still thinking, this is a place for renting, not selling. I need to buy one. A while later, they arrived to meet the shop owner, Kong Suk. Kong Suk introduced himself. Hello, I am Lee Kong Suk. I heard you are looking to buy a storage pod, right? I think we can sell you a few used ones at a cheap price. Please, come in. Sang Yun glanced over at Ju Hyuk and thought, not surprising, he's an excellent guy. After a while, the owner of the rental room also guided the two inside. Once inside, Sang Yun widened his eyes when he saw storage pods everywhere. Kong Suk moved closer to Sang Yun and said, Hey, Sang Yun, before buying, why don't we give it a try first? Alright, let's start by getting a few physical data points from you. Come on, let's go. To use a storage pod, you need to have biometric data. It'll be done quickly. Ju Hyuk approached and said, Thanks for helping me. Kong Suk replied, Oh, it's nothing. Actually, for your friend's sake, I wish I could stop him. There have been many people like him before. They were lured in after watching gamers and streamers. Gaming nowadays is quite expensive, and many people think they can show off their talent through games. But in reality, it doesn't always work that way. Ju Hyuk said, even with full immersion, There's still a big difference between gaming and reality. Kang Suk replied. Of course, you can use your physical abilities. But because there are no physical limits, it can make people lose clarity. In the end, it even affects mental health. As for your friend, you mentioned that his company was unstable. So they let him go, right? He might quit after trying this game just once. At that time, comfort him. Ju Hyuk became serious, thinking that might be the best. It's better than letting him gamble all his assets on a storage pod. Later, Kang Suk came over and explained to Sang Yun. The game you're going to play is called The Real Olympics. Since you play archery, I'll set it up that way. Okay? Tell me your score, and then decide afterward. I'm closing the pod now. After the pod closed, Sang Yun felt a strange sensation. It was interesting, his body was here. But his mind felt like it had gone somewhere else. In just a moment, he was transported into the game. Sang Yun's face was filled with amazement. He raised his hand to inspect it. The announcer introduced, EU athlete Sang Yun has entered the field with his bow. Ever since he was a child, EU athlete Sang Yun had a natural talent. Sang Yun heard those voices and was astonished. He couldn't believe it. This felt too real. It was just like a real Olympics event. For the first shot, Sang Yun remembered Ju Hyuk's words. Do you remember how you gave up on archery? Sang Yun felt nostalgic. Can I do it? My hands are shaking. He stayed in position without doing anything. Outside, Ju Hyuk saw him and asked, why isn't he shooting? Kang Suk crossed his arms and said, maybe he's nervous. Players often act that way. He's usually calm about everything. So why is he nervous now? Inside, Sang Yun steadied his bow. And it felt different. The tension of the bowstring. The feeling of holding it tight. It didn't feel real at all. Now, my hands aren't shaking anymore. This isn't real. After releasing his hands, the arrow shot towards the target and hit the bullseye. The two people outside were astonished. Athlete Sang Yun quickly knocked another arrow and hit 10 points. Again 10 points. And once more 10 points. Sang Yun kept releasing arrows, scoring 10 points with each shot. The two observers couldn't help but be surprised. This is archery, right? Ju Hyuk asked. Didn't you say it would be different from reality? Kang Suk responded. Yes, that's true. I think he's just adapting quickly. Wait, there seems to be more to it. He looks a bit different. What exactly is your friend's true identity? After that, Sang Yun finished the game. Kang Suk came over and said, incredible, you were great. If you only buy second-hand gear like this, it'll be a waste. What do you think? Ju Hyuk saw him lower his head and asked, what's wrong? Are you okay? Are you feeling dizzy? Why do you look so tired? Sang Yun didn't say anything, but his hands were trembling. Kang Suk asked, what's his true identity? Ju Hyuk replied, he was the youngest gold medalist. Possibly the best archer in the world. Until that accident, I really want to help him somehow because he truly loves archery. Sang Yun couldn't hold back his tears anymore. Do you still remember the last time you shot an arrow? You don't, do you? How could I ever forget? It feels like it just happened yesterday, the unexpected accident. The indifferent and cold expression of the doctor. And the dreams I had to abandon. Back to the present, Sang Yun cried. Don't come here. Damn it. This is so embarrassing. Ju Hyuk looked at him and smiled without saying a word. Time flew by quickly, and the player's chamber connection was complete. The program had been installed. Ah, it's starting. Looks like I can start streaming today. This is quite a challenge. Luckily, Kankshix helped me get a good deal. Hopefully, it wasn't a loss for the shop owner. Alright, let's start streaming. I've already picked out the game, Kingdom S. It's a medieval-themed game that focuses on the life of a mercenary. The game is filled with realistic and grueling battles. It may not be extremely popular, but it has its own fanbase thanks to its unique appeal. Popular games are often streamed by many. So, Kingdom S has moderate recognition due to its difficulty, which makes it a good choice for new streamers. Character customization completed. In 5 seconds, the drop would begin. A beam of light seemed to guide him to another world. As he regained his senses, he heard a voice. Wake up, you fool. Sang Yun was still confused. Where am I? Inside a carriage? As Sang Yun opened his eyes, he saw a battle unfolding right in front of him. His face went blank. Are we in the middle of a battle? A man, the captain of the mercenaries named Roman, shouted, still lazy. Huh, you worthless bug? Do you want to get hit again to wake up? Sang Yun thought. So he was the one who hit me? That hurt like hell. He quickly got off the carriage and apologized. Captain Roman continued. You useless worm. The bandits are attacking. Grab a weapon. A notification appeared. Choose your weapon. Sang Yun looked around in shock. It's paused now. Is this the time to choose? Why don't I see a bow? It should be an option. One of his viewers commented. Trying the bow challenge. Huh? When did viewers join? He thought. Noticing 5 people watching. Seems like I picked the right game. A bow challenge? Are bows not that effective? Another viewer commented. If it worked well, they wouldn't call it a challenge. Is this your first time playing? You might even hit your teammates. Bounce off armor. And you'll have to manage the number of arrows. It's a bit tricky. Sang Yun responded. Oh, so that's how it works. Thanks for letting me know. Ignoring the viewer's advice, he still decided to pick the bow. Instantly, the viewers became lively in the chat. This newbie is adorable. Acting tough. One commented. You can smell the new player scent through the screen. Said another. This is why newbie streamers are always the most interesting. Sang Yun mused. Looks like they're welcoming new players. But I've already picked the bow. Where is it? Just as he finished speaking, a soldier carrying a bow fell, and the bow dropped into Sang Yun's hands. A notification popped up. You have acquired a bow. You have received 20 arrows. Viewers laughed and left comments. Haha, it's starting. He got it. He got it. This always happens when you choose to use a bow. Haha. Captain Roman shouted. Hey, rookie, get it together. You idiot. Pick it up and attack. Even if you play with full concentration, you can't hit an AI accurately. When Veer heard Roma's words, he commented, Hey newbie, don't listen to him. I haven't heard it in a while. But Roma is as sharp-tongued as ever. Sang Yun ignored everything and focused on aiming. With a single shot, he headshot someone. The viewers immediately commented, Wow, he hit it, right on the head. Another person, unimpressed, said, Just luck. Sang Yun felt a similar sense. The real experience was slightly different from traditional archery. Like there was something between traditional archery and the current one. After that, Sang Yun said, I kind of understand now. This arrow can always kill with a single shot. Huh? Ah, Vi Ruby Shot said. It's not just hitting a critical point that kills. This game is quite realistic. So it simulates actual anatomical locations. It has a headshot mechanism. So if you hit the head, it's usually a one-shot kill. Sang Yun thought to himself. Alright, the key is to aim for the head for a sure kill. Then Sang Yun said, Thanks for explaining, Ruby Shot. I'll make sure every shot takes someone down. As soon as he said this, the viewers mocked him. Haha, this newbie is too confident. How cute. Sang Yun thought. They don't believe in me. Well, I'll just have to prove it with results. And this is the spirit of sports. There are about 20 robbers. And I have 20 arrows. I need to hit each of them precisely. And it should be quick. Let's keep going. Unlike the stationary targets during practice, the enemies could move, so there was a chance he might not hit them. But it was easier than he thought. Next, Sang Yun noticed someone fighting with the captain, holding a shield. Oh, this will be tricky, he thought. Should I just shoot? But if I do that, the arrow might bounce off. At that moment, the captain charged at him. And Sang Yun smiled. He began to draw his bow. The angle for the shot opened up, and the arrow flew straight out, hitting the target. It seemed there were no more robbers left. The one holding the shield was the last one. Huh? What's going on? No more AI chat? It looks like just using a bow isn't interesting enough. A message popped up in the chat. What the hell? And then they started spamming. What the beep? What the beep? Headshot again? Headshot again? Is this a glitch? I think I need to go out for lunch. This is too much. This newbie is not normal. How did you create a new account? What the heck is this? A bow ruling the game? This is amazing. But did you really kill the boss? Sang Yun asked. Was I not supposed to kill the boss? The viewer replied. It's not that you weren't allowed. But usually, it doesn't die like that. Sang Yun, puzzled, asked further. But didn't you say everything dies with a headshot? The viewer answered. Yes. But usually, the boss doesn't get hit in the head. You understand? Yun responded. But I did hit him. Didn't I? Veer said. That's the point. How did you even hit him? The boss has a shield and moves quickly. so it dodges everything. Unless your arrow is at full power. Sang Yun thought. I did draw the bow to full strength. Then he said aloud. So, you're saying shooting, with the bow drawn to maximum strength? That's not hard. The viewer complained. But it's not easy to draw it to full strength. Sang Yun still stood there, confused. And the viewers were amazed. What, do you always draw the bow to full strength? At this point, the captain came over. Hey, rookie, was that last arrow really shot by you? Then the video of Sang Yun's gameplay immediately spread. Today, I saw an unusual stream. A new player but extremely skilled with the bow. Haha, even Roma had that expression? At that moment, Roma said, you're really good. I've never seen an AI shoot a bow as well as you. The viewers started to chat among themselves. Roma looks like he's melting with happiness. Roma actually said something like this? This is the first time I've heard him talk like that. Is it really the first time? Wow, you're really good. This is definitely the first time I've heard this. Not very much like a newbie. I didn't realize it was an AI. Also, his nickname was at the end of the video. Haha. The viewers quickly skipped to the end of the video. The captain asked, what's your name? We really want to know. I'll report it to the commander. Sang Yun was dazed for a moment, then smiled and said, my name is Album. After that, his name started getting searched everywhere. Album, we'll remember that name. The Kingdom S community, also known as Kingdom S, had been sluggish, just like the game itself. Although most players were enthusiasts, the lack of exciting moments and interaction made the community stagnant. Conversations on the same topics would often repeat, until one post changed everything. A very new player was praised by Roma. The viewers started buzzing about it. Some fool got praised by Roma. Watch this video, it's real. Here's the information about that person's storage pod. Roma praised and highly rated him. Moreover, no AI would kill the boss and run off like that. What is this? At first, I thought it was Krebet. But I didn't expect Roma to actually praise him. Hey, am I dreaming or what? The account was even newly created just yesterday. No way. Probably just feedback from a newbie. Someone else countered. Have you seen it yet? You're just jumping to conclusions. Then there were continuous comments about Sang Yun. This left him a bit stunned. What? I didn't think things would turn out like this. If people share the link, that would be great. It would also help promote my name. Sang Yun suddenly stopped when he read a comment. Isn't the challenge to use a bow to kill the boss? Even veteran gamers like Electron find it difficult. Electron, certainly Electron, is a name at the top of the streamer list. Skills. He was said to be a former professional gamer. A legendary pro gamer. A streamer with top-notch skills. Electromagnetic. And now I'm being compared to Electron? I've only streamed for a day. And I'm already being compared to the industry's top streamer? Is this for real? Just then, Sang Yun's phone rang. Kim Ji-hyuk? What's going on at this time? Sang Yun answered the call. Ju-hyuk, while eating, asked, your stream last night seemed to go well. Huh? Sang Yun replied, thanks. Ju-hyuk continued, oh, it's nice to hear that. The storage pod is working fine, right? The owner was a bit worried. Sang Yun replied, it's fine, working great. Ju-hyuk asked further, did you get a lot of viewers? Sang Yun answered, yeah, there were about 20 people watching me play. Ju-hyuk was surprised. What, 20 people? For your first stream? What did you do to get so many viewers? Sang Yun hesitated and said, well, I just chose a game I'm good at. Ju-hyuk then wondered, you got that kind of talent. So why did you end up working at a company as an employee? Sang Yun asked back, if someone told you you had no experience, but they still hired you, would you take the job? Ju-hyuk laughed and said, of course I would, haha. After chatting for a while, Sang Yun said, alright, I'm hanging up now. I need to prepare for streaming. Ju-hyuk was surprised. Prepare? Didn't you usually stream after dinner? Sang Yun replied, there's no such thing as lunch or dinner. This is my job. Ju-hyuk was taken aback for a moment, then smiled and said, that's surprising. Back at the office, you never worked during meal times. Right then, someone shouted on Ju-hyuk's phone. Assistant Kim, how can you be eating at a time like this? Your subordinates are. Ju-hyuk quietly said on the phone. Hey, I've got something to do. I'll hang up now. Sang Yun instantly recognized the voice as that of his former boss. I should eat properly to stay healthy. But eating also feels like such a waste of time. I want to start as soon as possible. Ever since I found that player community, my heart has been racing. The pressure of comparisons, the stress of being judged. How long has it been since I last felt this way? I never thought I'd feel so energized by people's attention and evaluations. It seems like I truly am an athlete again. Just like before. Not long after, Sang Yun began his stream. Immediately, the chat buzzed with comments. Ah, Anmin is here. Hey, you usually stream at night. What's up? Jackpot. Just got a notification and jumped in right away. Fun times. Indeed. As Sang Yun watched the comments scroll quickly, he thought, is it just my imagination? Or is the chat moving faster than it did yesterday? Then he asked out loud, how many viewers are there right now? The number had already climbed to 189. Sang Yun was astonished. Viewership increased ninefold in just one day? I never thought I'd make this kind of impact in that small community. I've never been in a situation like this before, he thought, feeling a bit anxious. He took a deep breath to calm himself. In moments like this, I usually imagine that this isn't the real world, but just a third-person game. When I distance myself from reality like that, the anxiety just fades away. Like magic. Then he smiled and said, alright, let's pick up from where we left off yesterday. The scene shifted to Yoo-hoo. He muttered to himself, they say even the heavens don't interfere with a meal. Director Park, that bastard. Calm down. Just then, he received a message from Sang Yun. Thanks for helping out. Next time, drinks are on me. Juhi UK smiled. I've got a screenshot of that. It's nice to see you working so hard. You've always been a diligent guy. Oh right, I was supposed to call Sang Yun about something, but I completely forgot. Oh no, was it about the players' chamber? Just then, someone approached and said, Assistant Kim, there's a meeting in conference room 3. Juhi UK replied, alright, I'm on my way. Scratching his head, he mumbled, what was I supposed to say again? Something about body optimization, I think? The scene switched back to Sang Yun. Last night, before going to bed, I looked up some websites, mostly about how famous streamers manage their audience, handle controversial situations, and certain taboos. One thing they wrote was that mentioning your viewer count can disrupt audience engagement and build competition with other streamers. Don't make your audience feel like they're just watching a streamer. Make your stream feel as intimate as if they're watching a friend play a game. Sang Yun spoke to the viewers. To everyone who watched yesterday, Ruby Shot, Essling, Mr. Dammy, and all of you who've come back again, thank you. The chat became lively once more. Wow. He remembers our names. So cool. Wait, it's only his second day streaming and he's already got fans? Is this guy a streaming genius or what? Okun, someone exclaimed. Okun is a term for people who are career jobless. Those who stay up at dawn and sleep when others go to work. Sang Yun smiled and said, alright, let's get into the game. Booting up full deep. As he opened his eyes, Sang Yun was already in the game. Starting right on horseback. I'm ready to do something I'm specialized in. He thought, since I played a bit longer last night, I've already started the march. He heard Roman say, I'll introduce you to the mercenary captain. Now there was a new mission. First, let's get through this boring part. I need to explain everything briefly to the audience. This mission isn't anything special. I thought mercenaries were all about fighting, but it looks like it's just a guarding job or something. Viewers commented in the chat, this game feels so realistic. That's the Napoleon Mercenary Corps. Except for the skilled ones. Mercenaries are usually just weak guards. Sang Yun marveled. This game feels so realistic. It feels like I'm really riding a horse. Suddenly, a voice spoke up. Is this your first time riding a horse, man? Sang Yun turned and replied. Not exactly, but I rarely get the chance to ride one. He thought to himself, is this a scripted dialogue? Or did I just naturally respond out loud? Captain Roma continued. Well, then you need to get used to riding the horse. We've got a long journey ahead. Seeing this exchange, the chat became lively again. He's smiling? It's the first time I've seen Roma being this nice. He must be a fake Roma. What did you do to my Roma? What kind of mission are you on? Is it similar to the beginner ones? Isn't this where the bandits usually show up? Are they about to appear? Sang Yun asked. Bandits? Just as he spoke, the horse suddenly halted. They had arrived, the bandits. Roma quickly ordered the mercenaries to attack. But the bandits charged in with overwhelming force, quickly breaking through the front line. Sang Yun was still in disbelief. They're really here. We're in big trouble now. He saw the chat, amazed at how excited everyone was. Are they hoping I'll fail? In the world of sports, this kind of attitude is normal. I'm used to it. It's easy to silence them. Just let the results prove the skill. Then Sang Yun spoke. They're moving so fast, about 50 of them, right? He then began to draw his bow. He said, this time, they didn't even need to set up an ambush. So why is this team of mercenaries still losing? Let's deal with the one in front first. In an instant, the arrow flew straight into the bandit's head. And he fell immediately. To the astonishment of everyone, the bandits rushed forward, concerned for their fallen leader. The chat instantly lit up with excitement. No way. Buren's dead. Impossible. Ha ha ha. No way. I didn't even see it happen. Did he really kill him with just one shot? Sang Yun asked. What's up with these people? The viewers in the chat replied. You just took down the boss. And now you're asking how? So the video was real after all. In theory, you could do this by maximizing the range and power and then hitting them in the head. Sang Yun thought. I shot him because he was standing right there in front. But it turns out he was the leader of the bandits. The chat kept scrolling, with the number of viewers increasing. Everyone's so excited. This feels great. Next one. The battle isn't over yet. I'll be so proud to finish this fight as the winner. Another bandit went down, then another, and another. Soon, all the bandits were defeated. The viewers were amazed. Wow, I thought the video was fake. But now I'm watching it live. The remaining bandits, terrified, shouted, no way, retreat, now. Sang Yun drew his bow and said, I won't let you escape. Sorry about this. He released the arrow, and one of them got headshot from behind instantly. Seeing this, the viewers commented, it looks like his stance is different now. Roma saw the bandits fleeing and shouted, they're retreating, chase them down and finish them. At that moment, Sang Yun unexpectedly received a new mission. Chase and eliminate the bandits. Somewhere else, someone was reading the news about the game. It's real. On the second day, a newbie unlocked the mission to take down the bandits. I stopped to see if there's any mention of me. Anman is an AI. And he's using a bow? Sounds like an archery challenge. I'm kind of curious. What kind of idiot streamer would pick such an unpopular game to play? Let's see if he's any good. This person was also a game streamer. Known as Akan Ellie. Maybe he's like me. Akan Ellie played the video and was shocked. What is this? All the bandits were taken down with just one arrow to the head? A normal headshot wouldn't kill that AI instantly. But instead, they died immediately without even a chance to react. This might be the perfect shot. A perfect shot in Kingdom S? If the enemy gets hit in a weak spot, they'll die instantly. But this only applies to enemies at a certain level. In other words, if it's a boss level enemy, even hitting the weak spot won't kill them instantly. Everyone says that, but in reality, this game has a hidden system. A unique skill that can bypass weak points and has higher accuracy. A headshot is a perfect shot. But most players don't even know about the existence of the perfect shot. Even among longtime players, there are different opinions on whether it exists because no AI has ever used it. So, life just goes on. People can believe what they want. Do you really think it's possible to reach the conditions to trigger a perfect shot? Land the first attack within 1.5 seconds of approaching, and accurately hit the target's weak point? Is that normal? Moreover, this streamer not only succeeded but seemed like every attack he made was a perfect shot. Is this some kind of game hack? And besides, unless he's an idiot, why would he do that in this boring game? Is he only playing Kingdom S? What exactly is he doing? Is he an Olympic gold medalist or something? What, he's a new player? The scene shifted to Sang Yun's perspective. Captain Roma said, chase him quickly, catch and kill him. Hey, Aman, are you planning to shoot while riding a horse? I think using a spear or bullets would be easier for attacks. The viewers on the chat channel agreed. Yeah, that's true. Shooting arrows while riding a horse is tough. I also think it's not easy at all. Sang Yun smiled and thought. He's right, but I like using my bow. Then he spoke. I'm fine. Captain Roma said, I understand. If it's you, you can definitely do it. The chat channel once again lit up with excited fans. Oh my god, that's favoritism. I feel like I just saw a girl spit in my face but then turn around and flash a bright smile at a popular guy. Lol, what a wild comparison. Sang Yun, while riding the horse, thought, I've never ridden a horse before. And this is also my first time aiming at a moving target. But I know I can do it. Yes, even if I've imagined this scenario countless times. My hands are still shaking. But I can't give up because of that. Another arrow flew. this time piercing the neck of the bandit on horseback. The chat channel erupted once more. This is crazy. An archer on horseback? He's a mounted marksman from the Joseon dynasty. Sang Yun thought to himself. I was aiming for his head, but I hit his neck instead. I can't let it stay this way. I need to adjust my body movements to sync with the horse's rhythm. Faster and sharper. Then an arrow shot out of Sang Yun's hand, this time hitting the target perfectly. The chat went wild. A headshot? That's insane. It feels like he's gotten even stronger than before. It's giving me chills. Sang Yun remained focused on his arrows, taking down one enemy after another. Soon, all the bandits on horseback were lying on the ground. Captain Roma approached and said, I didn't expect so many enemies to be taken down so quickly. Amon, you truly are a genius archer. The mercenaries there also praised. That's right, I've never seen anyone with such archery skills. Not even Robin Hood Reborn. We're lucky to have you joined our mercenary group. The chat channel was just as lively. These guys, this is the first time I've seen them show such affection towards an AI like that. My teammates acting like this just makes me feel uncomfortable. He's really talented, isn't he? Amazing. Why would someone as skilled as that play Kingdom S? What made you interested in such a quirky game? Suddenly, a notification popped up. Akan Eli has donated 100 won. All of them are perfect shots. Is this real? Then another message appeared. Congratulations on successfully defeating the demon. A well-dressed man approached, saying, Ho ho, let's celebrate. I'll make sure to remember your name for this. Sang Yun paid no mind to the man's words and thought to himself. This gift message, it's the first time I've received one. And based on the viewers' reactions, it seemed like Akan Eli was quite famous. But why were there only 200 views on the stream? The chat was buzzing with excitement over the donation. Why aren't you reacting to it? He must be shocked by getting 100 won. React, come on. Sang Yun, still in a daze, thought, react, huh? What should I do? Just react like when you shoot an arrow. Someone suggested, react like when I shoot an arrow. Okay. I'll do just that. Sang Yun thought, an idea forming in his mind. He then drew his bow, aimed it at the sky, and said, I'll give everyone a reaction right now. The arrow shot straight up into the sky, leaving everyone puzzled. Is that his reaction to the gift? At least he should explain before shooting. Haha, I'm going crazy. Ha. He just shot an arrow into the sky. Ha. Sang Yun raised his hands and said. The arrow disappeared, tada. Then, it fell right back down onto his head. And just like that, it was game over. The chat exploded in laughter. I'm dying. That self-inflicted arrow shot was hilarious. A guy dies over 100.0001. Ha. Sang Yun thought, when I was a professional player, this was how I played. Good thing the viewers' reactions are positive. What's going on? Did the player's chamber get kicked out? Oh well, I just received a game over notification. But maybe it's because this chamber is an old version. Plus it doesn't have a cooling system. How's the livestream going? Luckily, people are still chatting away. Their reactions are better than I thought. For a streamer, this might not be a bad thing after all. I actually like when unexpected things like this happen during entertainment shows. Wait, is this a perfect moment to go viral? Did I just get lucky? Well, it's great. I've done it before. Adjusting the arrow's trajectory to hit the target. Let's end today's stream here. But even after the stream ended, the chat remained lively. Hey, you're getting really popular now. Be careful, or you might get banned. Why are you so concerned about a stream with just 200 viewers? He just received a donation from Akan Eli. Sang Yun thought, just as I guessed. He's someone famous. Should I check him out? When he looked up Akan Eli, he was amazed. He's incredible. I wasn't that interested in the bow challenges. But are all his other videos just as good? Why would a talented streamer like him be watching my stream? Suddenly, Sang Yun received a message. Hello. Anman, I'm Akan Eli. Sang Yun was stunned. Akan Eli isn't just a master in Kingdom S, he's also a multi-talented gaming streamer. Becoming as successful as him has always been one of my goals. This could be a great commercial opportunity. But how should I respond? The message from Akan Eli read, Hello. Anman, I'm Akan Eli. Recently, I've been active in Kingdom S and I find your gameplay quite captivating. Would you be interested in collaborating with me? We could share gaming tips. Or maybe even create some monster hunting videos together. I really hope you'll agree. Sang Yun kept mulling it over. A collaboration offer. Huh? He said not to feel pressured. And I should just contact him if I have any questions. But how could I not feel pressured? Akan Eli is a multi-talented game streamer and my ideal role model. It would be amazing to collaborate with him. If I accept, would this be seen as me just trying to ride on his fame? It's hard without having an AI to consult, Sang Yun thought to himself. At that moment, his phone rang. Yoo Hee-uk's voice came from the other end. Hey, I just found your channel. You're Simon, right? Sang Yun replied. Yeah, that's me. Yoo Hee-uk continued. That's great. So, how's the reaction been? Positive? Sang Yun responded. Well, yeah, kind of. Yoo Hee-uk chuckled. Kind of? Why do you sound so indifferent? Sang Yun said. I'm an archer, so I always had to stay calm. Besides, I've been called a genius since I was a kid. So it's nothing surprising. Yoo Hee-uk burst out laughing. You're so full of it. Sang Yun asked. Did you call just to ask about that? Yoo Hee-uk hesitated. No, actually, I quit my job. Haha. Sang Yun was shocked. What? Why did you suddenly resign? Yoo Hee-uk took a sip of water before replying. I had a conflict with Manager Park. That guy's a jerk. I almost threw an ashtray at him. Sang Yun was stunned, thinking, wait, does this mean Kim Joo-hee-uk, one of the top talents, is now unemployed? Yoo Hee-uk sighed. You have no idea. I've been putting up with him for so long. But he's truly insufferable. Sang Yun clenched his fists and thought. If that's the case, could I ask him to be my manager? No, I shouldn't. I might not be able to afford to pay him. Yoo Hee-uk continued. Forget it. I was thinking, how about I become your manager? I'm really looking forward to working with you. Sang Yun was taken aback. What, really? Yoo Hee-uk asked. You don't want that? Sang Yun hesitated. No, I mean, I do want that. Don't you still have a savings of 100 won? Yoo Hee-uk laughed. Yeah, I do. And about that player pod. You even cried the first time you tried it out. Sang Yun blushed. Why are you bringing that up all of a sudden? Yoo Hee-uk lowered his voice. Seeing you like that made me think a lot. You really seem to love being an archer. Watching you, I realized I've never been passionate about anything. I want to find my true interests too. Sang Yun advised. But if you do that, you might lose your chance to work with big companies. Yoo Hee-uk smiled. You're worrying too much. I have enough savings to support myself. Even if I don't work for a year. And if we do well, the big companies will come to us. What, are you still hesitating? Sang Yun laughed. Hesitate? No way. We'll be swimming in money together. So go ahead and quit. Yoo Hee-uk laughed too. Are you accepting my offer to be your manager? Alright, Manager Kim starts working from tomorrow. The two of them had a lively conversation after that. Yoo Hee-uk was surprised. A proposal for cooperation? Sounds great. That's my specialty. Sang Yun asked. Can you handle it? Yoo Hee-uk replied confidently. Of course I can. Just trust me. Sang Yun was a bit worried. But I'm not great at making a strong impression. Yoo Hee-uk smiled. Leave that to me. I've got a few ideas already. Just show them your talent. That's more than enough. Time passed quickly. And the next day, Akan Eli's manager, Neon, said, Are you sure it's okay to meet him in such a rundown place? Akan Eli scratched his head and said, I chose him because I saw his incredible talent. But still, I'm a star after all. Manager Na Yun complained. Last time, your channel almost collapsed because you collaborated with those mid-tier streamers. Akan Eli winced. Why are you bringing that up? Firstly, his physical abilities are the best in the country, and partnering with someone like him is a wise investment. Na Yun sighed. You only care about people's skills. Do you even know anything about his personality? Akan averted his gaze and said, No. Na Yun was shocked. What, are you even a professional? What if he has some ulterior motive? You'll just end up crying and whining about it. Another voice spoke up. You're Akan Eli, right? Akan Eli turned and replied. Oh, yes, hello. The two of them were surprised when they saw Sang Yun approaching. Hello, I'm Aman. My real name is Iu Sang Yun. Nice to meet you. Seeing the handsome guy, Na Yun's eyes lit up, and she smiled. Akan Eli quickly stood up and said, Oh, yes, nice to meet you. I'm Akan Eli. Real name Du Jinmuk. Pleased to meet you. And this person behind you is? Ju Hyuk hurriedly introduced himself. I'm Kim Ju Hyuk, the manager of Iu Sang Yun. Here's my business card. Akan Eli took the business card and thought to himself. I thought I was a big name in this field. But I've never met a professional like him. Let's see what he's really about. Both of them were surprised when they saw the card. Your manager. Huh? That's impressive. You used to work at a big company. Ju Hyuk smiled. It's not worth mentioning. Sang Yun was also a bit stunned. When did he prepare a business card? He's so thorough. Ju Hyuk asked Na Yun. Are you the manager here? She quickly replied. I'm just an ordinary manager. Not as noble as you. I'm looking forward to working with you. Akan Eli chimed in. Let's get down to business. Shall we? Please, have a seat. He continued. You can see the broadcast schedule on this chart. If there's anything you need to adjust, let me know, and we can discuss it. Afterwards, they discussed many details. Is there anything we haven't covered? Now, let's talk about profit sharing. Sang Yun immediately spoke up. Since I'm new to this field, and I need your help to become more well-known, I won't take any payment. What do you think? Akan quickly refused. Sorry, but that's not possible. We're not in the age of slavery anymore. Na Yun also added. If we did that, we'd get criticized. Sang Yun continued. Even in the age of slavery, there wasn't such a precedent. Ju Hyuk quickly covered his mouth and said. Despite our lack of experience, taking less money would still be a bit embarrassing. But if you still insist, we'll accept the minimum wage rate per hour. Akan replied. We don't pay by the hour in this industry. Instead, I have an idea. I'll give you half of the sponsorship money my channel receives when we stream together. Ju Hyuk was also surprised. Half? That's quite a lot. What do you think? After a while, the two left the meeting, feeling excited. It was a smooth start, wasn't it? Half of the donations from the stream. From what I've learned, the minimum amount Akan Eli's stream earned last month was 2.000.000 won. So even if we make 100, it's still a lot. Sang Yun asked. Since when did you know all this? Ju Hyuk then handed a file to Sang Yun. Seeing the file, Sang Yun was also surprised. A recording? Ju Hyuk smiled and said. Who knows? We have to be prepared. Sang Yun thought. He's really meticulous. So this is someone from the executive team. Ju Hyuk continued. By the way, about the profit sharing, if you can earn over 300 a month, I'll only take an additional 20%. Sang Yun was surprised. I'm not even reaching the minimum wage yet. Are you sure? Ju Hyuk laughed. I've saved up a lot of money. They call me an investment genius. You know, I've got everything prepared. Sang Yun responded. Alright, I'll trust you. He admired Ju Hyuk, thinking, he was born with a silver spoon. So generous. Not long after, Sang Yun started his stream. Hello, everyone. It's been a while, hasn't it? One of the viewers asked. I heard you're going to collaborate with Akan Eli. Is that true? Sang Yun was a bit surprised. So the rumors have started spreading already. Seems like there are more people than usual today. Let's just play it cool. Sang Yun replied. Collaboration? Someone as small as me? Today, we'll be hunting down the bandit leader. And I'll try to take them down in a single shot. The viewers mocked. How can you take down a boss with just one headshot? Rookie? Sang Yun thought. Can't do it with one shot. Huh? Then he said. But last time, wasn't Durka taken down with a single shot? The chat immediately became lively. Not Durka. It was Burka. That's enough. Burka was just an elite leader. Not a boss. Bosses are much tougher. Another viewer added. Once you see them, you can tell who the leader is and who the boss is. Sang Yun felt worried. Oh no. I shouldn't have bragged about taking down the boss in just one shot. A notification popped up. Ruby Sword has donated 10 won. Mission. Successfully defeat the bug with one shot to earn 100 won. Sang Yun was surprised, but he accepted it without hesitation. Viewers quickly reacted. He actually accepted it. Who could resist 100 won? The prompt confirmed. You have accepted the mission to defeat the bug with one shot to earn 100 won. Sang Yun thought to himself. Oh, right. Bugs can't be taken down with a single shot. But even if it's an impossible mission, this is still turning out well. A big donation like this can lower the barrier for future supporters. So, I'll just play along. With a confident smile, Sang Yun said, thanks for the support, Ruby Sword. Let's get that 100 won. Other viewers chimed in with smaller donations. The whole team is chipping in 2 won. Keep it up. Mission. 1 arrow to defeat the bandit boss. 110 won. I'll add 10.000 more. Pub Trump has donated 1 won. Show us what you've got. Sang Yun was thrilled as donation notifications kept coming in. Look at that. Even the side mission funds are piling up. He thought, if these challenges guide the stream, then these quirky donations can really help sustain revenue. Even though he hadn't logged into the game yet, there were already so many donations. Sang Yun laughed and said, "Thanks, Eggplant and Oregano, for the support. I'll do my best. Also, a special thank you to Snow Jade for the 51 via Momo. Along with your request for me to continue this story. Thank you for giving me the motivation to keep going." Sang Yun quickly logged into the game. And as soon as he did, a voice echoed, "Sir Anman, thank you for saving us from the bandit attack. I don't know how to express my gratitude." Sang Yun recognized the character. Amelia? She must be the female lead in the game. How I respond now will change the storyline. He was presented with two choices. It's nothing, just the job of a mercenary. If you're grateful, then repay me. That's what a mercenary wants. The chat kept spamming, urging him to pick the second option. But Sang Yun chose, "It's nothing, just the job of a mercenary." Amelia replied, "Even so, I'm very grateful." At that moment, Roman approached and said, "Miss, there's still a threat. The remnants of the bandits are scattered throughout the mountains. Shall I call the special attack squad to suppress them?" Amelia responded, "Of course, if you can do that. It would be great." Roman nodded, "Understood. Then the guards will stay here and set up camp." Time passed, and by the evening, Roman signaled, "We'll get as close as possible and launch a surprise attack from behind. Everyone, get into position." Sang Yun thought, "This is more intense than I expected. The realism in Full Deep is so authentic that I can't even tell if it's real or just a game anymore. I can't see it as a simple game." Roman raised his sword and commanded, "Attack." The bandits panicked. "Ambush. Damn it, where did they come from? Crap, they have archers." One by one, the bandits were taken down by arrows. Sang Yun focused and kept firing arrow after arrow. The bandits quickly realized what was happening. And then a notification appeared. "You have met 3 conditions. 3 consecutive headshots. Skill, rapid fire, has been unlocked." Sang Yun was amazed. "Wow, so I do have this support skill. Even if it's just a game. Let's see what difference it makes." He quickly activated the rapid fire skill. And 3 bandits were swiftly taken down by his arrows. Viewers were astonished. Huh? Wasn't that skill considered useless before? How did he manage consecutive headshots in the middle of all that chaos? Even with rapid fire, how did he shoot that fast? It's not just the skill, it's because Anman is too quick. Sang Yun sighed with a smile. "Everyone, this bow is better than I expected." The chat reacted intensely. "You're the only one who thinks so. Armin, Antoni, you scammer." 35. One viewer, named Trin, donated 1 won, saying, "At least tell me you don't have a girlfriend." Sang Yun smiled brightly. "Thank you, Trin, and don't worry, I don't have a girlfriend." He ended the stream with a happy grin, clearly enjoying himself. This is fun, and it's not just about the money. The realistic feel that Full Dive brings, along with the reactions and support from everyone. It's really addictive. At that moment, Captain Roma approached and congratulated him. "Well done. At this rate, you'll easily become the best in the Empire." Sang Yun replied, "You're exaggerating, sir." Just then, a donation popped up. Slim just supported with 5 won. Huh? But is it over already? Where's the boss? Hearing this, Sang Yun suddenly realized. A nearby soldier shouted, "Captain, it looks like this is the boss's body. The leader of the bandits is dead." Once again, the chat exploded with excitement. "No way. Just 1 headshot? Really? There's no way the boss was taken down with a single shot. What kind of weak boss was that?" Sang Yun scratched his head, thinking, so does this mean the 100 won mission is over now? Just then, Chelly donated 100 won. 1 shot and he's dead. A critical hit took down the boss with just 1 arrow. Seeing the donation, Sang Yun was surprised, but he still didn't quite understand what a critical hit was. He thought to himself, "Wow, I can't even believe it myself. Now, I hope someone can explain everything." Sang Yun was confused. What's this perfect critical shot thing all about? Akan Eli reacted strongly and donated 10 won. "You seriously don't know what that is?" Sang Yun replied, "I really don't." Akan Eli was stunned. "Oh my god. Since the start of the game, you've been firing these perfect shots all along. And you still don't know what they are? How can he not realize how talented he is? I'm lucky to have come across him. Looks like he's got a stable audience now. Just needs a bit more action." Akan Eli then donated 100 won. "Alright, this will be a perfect shot. Everyone, watch closely. Hey, let's livestream together tomorrow, okay?" The chat immediately got hyped. "That would be awesome. Looks like the two of them will be playing together. So, Akan Ellie is teaming up with him for a joint stream? This is gonna be amazing. Sang Yun thought to himself. Looks like he's trying to help boost my viewership. Alright, I should show some goodwill. Too. He then spoke up. So, we're streaming together, huh? Some of Akan Ellie's viewers expressed concern. Hey, if you team up with him, it might not go well. You might get overshadowed. Yeah, exactly. Sang Yun thought. There sure are a lot of new people watching me for the first time. Seems like everyone is pretty excited for this joint stream. Then, another donation came in. DNA just donated 10 won. During the stream, if you perform well, I'll donate another 100 won. Sang Yun smiled and said, thank you. Of course, I will join the stream with Akan Ellie. It'll be fun to play together. Akan Ellie also smiled and donated 10 won. With the message, I'll be waiting for you. Everyone's reactions were so positive, it really made me look forward to it. He even said he would show everyone a perfect shot during this joint stream. Which put a bit of pressure on me. That's what makes a top streamer different. Just one move, and everyone was buzzing with excitement. One of the viewers commented, by the way, it seems like he's already donated 120 won to album, and there's been no response? Sang Yun replied, he must have logged off already. That's why you don't see anything. The chat continued, this is going to be fun to watch. Don't log off. Album, we're still watching. Sang Yun, drawing his bow, thought to himself, I've managed to take down the boss. And now I've secured a joint stream. I'm off to a good start. Time to log off and rest. Thank you for your support. Akan Ellie, he said, and then it was game over. The viewers' reactions were intense. But still, logging off right after taking down the boss should be okay. Right? This game feels so realistic. At that moment, Sang Yun received a message from Ju Hyuk. Let's meet up tomorrow. But we can just do it online. Don't you remember what we talked about before? We said we'd interview together in real life and stream together in-game. Ju Hyuk reminded him. Sang Yun scratched his head. Oh, right, I forgot. He thought, meeting in real life. Huh? Alright, let's see how everyone reacts. Some viewers were commenting. That shot was hilarious. Armin got killed again? And today, Akan Ellie showed up and agreed to stream together with Armin. Sang Yun's attention was drawn to a particular video. A video of Armin taking down the bandit leader was trending online. It's true, the boss was killed with a single arrow. I replayed it, but I still don't get how he managed to take him down. It was so fast, so dangerous. It's really hard to tell just by looking at the video. Sang Yun thought. I was surprised too. I didn't expect to take down the boss that quickly. The viewers were still excited. Alright, we'll find out in the next stream. And tomorrow, we'll finally see Simon's real face. Right? Yeah, he's probably just a short, geeky guy. Let me guess what he really looks like. Someone said, trying to make predictions. Just then, Sang Yun's phone rang. Why are you calling again? I thought we had everything settled. He asked. Ju Hyuk replied urgently. Have you seen the video of the boss kill that was just posted? It already has 40,000 views. And it's only been an hour. But we don't have a YouTube account. Do we? Sang Yun wondered. It was Akan Ellie. He uploaded it to draw viewers to the joint stream between the two of you. Ju Hyuk explained. The video showed how Sang Yun took down the boss in such an impressive way. A perfect shot. Is it real or stage? We'll find out in tomorrow's joint stream. The caption read. People who saw the video found it hard to believe. And everyone was eagerly anticipating tomorrow's stream. Later, in Akan Ellie's stream, the live viewers hit a record high on YouTube. Quickly, the two of them met up. Akan Ellie said, hey, let's celebrate. We're going to show them your face. So get ready. Sang Yun replied. Alright. Akan Ellie cheerfully continued. This is awesome. At first, we should have around 3,000 to 4,000 viewers. So make sure you're prepared. Sang Yun said. I'll just adjust my clothes to look a bit more presentable. Ju Hyuk silently hoped everything would go smoothly for Sang Yun. Soon after, the broadcast began. Hello, everyone. The viewer count instantly reached 10,000, even surprising Akan Ellie. Let's keep this stream going. Hi, everyone. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. He said. Hello, everyone. It's already noon. What are you all having for lunch? Sang Yun couldn't help but admire as he watched, thinking, he's interacting with the audience to increase the viewership. Truly impressive. Akan Ellie continued. Everyone has seen the video I uploaded on YouTube before. Right? Today, we have a special guest joining us. This is their first appearance. So we'll do a little interview to get to know them. Most importantly, we'll be showing everyone a perfect shot today. The chat was buzzing with excitement as the viewer count steadily climbed, 38.000. Then 39.000. And soon approaching 41.000. Everyone, please give PH Comic a like and a subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Alright, now let's welcome our guest. A young, talented archer. Welcome to the celebration stream. The chat was alive with enthusiasm, finally showing his face. I'm so excited. Is this the first time he's revealing his real face? Please, just be ugly. Sang Yun stepped up and greeted everyone. I'm Anman. The chat went wild at the sight of Sang Yun's appearance. Are you kidding me? Donald Eon has donated 100 won. You're too handsome. How does he look so good? Please show me your handsome face. Donation. 1 won with a woof woof woof. And more comments kept pouring in. Akan Ellie smiled and said, "Isn't he handsome? I was quite surprised when I met him for the first time." 2. Should we do an interview first or jump straight into the game? The chat had mixed reactions. I just want to keep looking at his face. Let's see that perfect shot. Start the game already. Akan Ellie then spoke up. Alright, I know everyone is excited. But let's keep it respectful since we have a guest here. Sang Yun was amazed at how quickly the chat messages were coming in. He couldn't read them all. Akan Ellie turned to him. Alright, I've heard everyone's suggestions. How about we start playing? What's your optimization code? Sang Yun asked. What is that? Akan Ellie was taken aback. It's the code you use to optimize your player's chamber. It synchronizes your brainwaves and body. Sang Yun was confused. I don't know about that. Is it important? Akan Ellie, now even more surprised, thought, does he really not know? How can that be? Has he been playing the whole time without optimizing it? Wouldn't that be like playing with a sandbag tied to you? Yet, he still managed? Juhi UK suddenly remembered something the store owner mentioned and whispered. Akan Ellie, Sang Yun actually doesn't know about any of this. I forgot to tell him. Akan Ellie was shocked. Wait, seriously? Oh, I see. Well, now I understand. I'm embarrassed. Everyone, Anman bought a second-hand player's chamber and has been playing without knowing anything about it. Have you been logging out of the game like that all this time? Sang Yun replied. Yeah, every time I died. That's how it worked. Akan Ellie was incredulous. Wait, so how did you keep playing after you died? The chat went wild. Seriously, that's how it works. If you die, you have to start over? What do you mean, die? Ha ha. In reality, he never dies, he just shoots himself in the head. Akan Ellie continued. So, you're really a genius, aren't you? Sang Yun smiled. I think so, too. Akan Ellie thought. Oh my god, you really can't underestimate this guy. He's the kind of natural talent everyone wants to see. Plus, he seems experienced in handling interactions with people. He's perfect for streaming. Why am I feeling so happy about this? Akan Ellie then said. Alright, let's start by setting up the optimization code. Sang Yun thought. It's done already? I thought this would take a long time. But it was surprisingly quick. Akan Ellie asked. Looks like you're done. How does it feel? Sang Yun responded. It feels great. So this is what the virtual space really feels like. It's almost like I don't have a physical body. Akan Ellie chuckled. Of course, this is the world of our consciousness. So, if everything's settled, let's go for a perfect shot. Someone suggested. The game started, and Sang Yun felt a bit nervous. Should I show my skills here? He wondered. As they entered the game, Captain Roma spoke. I'll explain today's mission. Lady Amelia has assigned us another task. Recently, there's been a cave full of goblin, and they've been troubling the farmers around here. We need to find that cave and get rid of them. It's been a while since we've had a mission with such a high reward, so we must achieve good results. Understood? The team acknowledged, and soon they set off. On the wagon, Akan Ellie asked, so, do you know when to use a perfect shot? In this darn game, even weak spots are determined by a system. Imagine there's a circle on the forehead, with smaller circles around the center. The first condition is to hit it. Like in archery, Ellie explained. Sang Yun asked, so what's the second condition? Akan Ellie sighed. The second condition is tough. You have to succeed on the first attempt, while meeting the first condition. So you only get one chance. Sang Yun responded. I see. So that's why it's called a perfect shot. Akan Ellie observed Sang Yun's reaction and thought. Why does he seem so unfazed? It's as if these conditions don't mean anything to him. Then again, he has managed to perform a perfect shot before. so maybe it's not that difficult for him. Just then, Roma approached and knocked Akan Ellie on the head. What the heck are you doing? We just got here. Akan Ellie held his head. Sorry. Roma continued to scold him. Don't talk back to me. Do you want to be torn in half? Where did you come from? Then Roma turned to Sang Yun with a softer tone. And you, Armin, let's do our best on this mission. Akan Ellie grumbled quietly. Why am I the only one getting scolded like this? Not long after, they arrived at the destination. Akan Ellie announced, Is everyone ready to witness a perfect shot? Before he could finish, Roma gave him another tap on the head. If you want to help, keep quiet and lead by example. Akan Ellie was left embarrassed, as the chat laughed at his expense. Haha, look at him getting shut down. The team advanced closer to the Goglin. Sang Yun thought, ever since optimizing my character, moving around has become easier. That uncomfortable feeling is completely gone. Seeing Sang Yun prepare to shoot, Akan Ellie thought, is he really going to shoot from that position? Even if it looks impossible. If it's Armin, he'll definitely pull it off. The arrow flew straight to the top of a Goglin's head, leaving Akan Ellie and the chat in shock. Sang Yun grabbed another arrow, and every shot he made hit the target. Akan Ellie was stunned. Incredible, he's gotten even better than before. He's even adjusting his shots to make less noise. Perfect for this ambush. Such skill. Besides his impressive physical ability, his calm demeanor and speech had a distinct charisma. It was as if he was performing under a spotlight. While Akan Ellie was lost in thought, another Goglin was taken down. Sang Yun was truly the star of this mission. A notification popped up. You have eliminated all the regular Goglin. Roma said, well done, time to celebrate. Let's move on. Akan Ellie was still in disbelief. I can't believe it. This was supposed to be a mission where all the mercenaries had to work together to defeat the monsters. And he handled them all by himself. Akan Ellie quietly said to the viewers, did you all see that? Those perfect shots are insane. The enemies died without a chance to react. Roma then ordered, alright, block the cave entrance and light it up. If we seal it like this, the rest of the pack won't be able to escape. And they'll be roasted inside. Flames roared to life, but something massive emerged from the cave. There was no doubt, this was the boss. A notification popped up. Please defeat the champion Golflin. The viewers were ecstatic. There it is, the big boss. Can he take it down with a perfect shot? Why not use a perfect shot to beat it? Roma immediately commanded, everyone, get ready.